Hi, I'm Miss Lonnie, and I'm a teaching artist with PS Arts. I teach visual arts and music to pre-K through 2nd grade in Santa Monica. Welcome to Tabletop Art. Today's art project will be inspired by the artist Betye Saar. Betye Saar is from Pasadena, California, and she grew up going to her paternal grandparents' house in Watts, where she watched Simon Rodia building the Watts Towers. So she was influenced to collect things and make art. Let's look at some of her art. We're going to look for lines, shapes, color, texture, and space. I hope you enjoyed Betye Saar's work. Betye Saar uses assemblage to tell a story in her pieces. You might notice a lot of times she uses a handprint. So today we're going to be making a special handprint to put in our work, and we're going to collect things around the house. Could be buttons, old jewelry, you might find rocks or shells, anything you have laying around that might tell your story. Let's get started. We're going to start by tracing our hand onto a piece of paper. It can be colored paper if you want, or white paper. I'll start. I'm going to keep my fingertips spread a little bit apart, and I'll just go around each finger. There we go. I'm going to add some extra area here where it looks like the wrist. Then you're going to start decorating. You might want to put a ring or something on. Some design. Basically just keep going. Color the handprint and get it all ready for the next step. Now I've got my handprint finished and I'm going to cut it out. So what you want to do, whenever you're cutting something out, a really good trick is to bubble cut it first. What I mean by bubble cut is to make a nice cut around the white part of the paper first to take most of it off. So you have something like that. This way you can really use your scissors carefully to cut into each area, and you can always turn the paper to make another cut. And that just helps you so that you don't cut any fingertips or anything off. Again, I can go to the tip there, cut this a little bit off here too. Then I can go to the other finger and start in this direction and cut there. So I've got my hand cut out, and now I'm going to place it inside my box. My box happens to have a piece of black foam already stuck to the back, so I can use that as my background, but you can also cover your background with paper or color on it or decorate it however you want to get started. So I'm going to glue, use white glue. Glue stick works with paper as well, but since this is foam in the back, I'm going to use white glue. I'm just going to put a nice bit of glue on my hand. And stick it down. Now I'm going to place this aside while I look through my box of treasures to decide what I might want to put on it. So many different things in here that I've collected. Keys are always nice. and make a good story. I have twine and ribbon. Little stars. So I'm going to just dig through and find a few things to get started. So my hand is glued in, and I've collected several objects for my treasure box, including things like guitar picks and stars, and I cut out a picture of a little RV, different things that might mean something to me, to tell my story. So now I'm going to use the glue, and I'm just going to start gluing all the items in. Remember, when you're gluing something with white glue, until it dries, it'll keep slipping, so just be patient, glue your items down, and let them sit before you try to pick up your box. So something like this that's kind of doesn't have a flat bottom, put a nice pile of glue on your piece first and stick it there, and then again, you just have to let it dry, and then it'll stick. I'd like to put this twine as my final piece, and so it is not flat, and I'm just going to drop it into my piece, and then when I'm satisfied with the way it lays, I'm going to notice where it hits the actual surface and just put a dab of glue everywhere that it touches. This white glue will dry clear, so I'm not worried about that. I just want to put this wherever it touches. And now I'm going to let that dry. I hope you enjoyed making your Betye Saar assemblage piece, and I look forward to seeing the photos. Please send them to craftbag@yahoo.com. See you next time on Tabletop Art. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment.